Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we'll be making this beautiful Bubu Kaftan dress. If this is what you're interested in learning, keep watching and let's get into the video. So I'll be making use of 4 yards of Ankara print fabric. You know, this Ankara print fabric, the length is 45, so it's not going to be enough for the length of the bubu I'm working with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be folding this material by 2, just like this. Okay, I'll fold it and I'll drag it to the length that I want. Okay, instead of using the side that is 45, I'm going to be folding the material into 2. So this edge side will be on fold, and I'll fold the Ankara into 2 again. Okay, which makes it 4. Okay, so as you can see the edge side. If you count, it's 1 2 3 4. So make sure your fabrics are aligning. So that here is going to be our starting point. It will be on fold. Okay, so you're folding the front side of your fabric because you're going to be stitching on the front. So from the start point, I'm going to be marking my armhole measurement, which is 9 inches. I'll add 1 inch to that for ease, which is 10. So I'll be marking 10 down from there. I'll mark my shoulder to waist, which is 16. Okay, then shoulder to hip, which is 25 inches. I'm going to mark that, and I will mark the length of the bubu I'm working with. I'm working with 54 inches plus 1 inch another one, which is 55. Okay, so you can decide the length that you want to work with. Well, I'm working with 55 inches, and I'll mark it to the other side and rule a straight line to connect, and I'll cut off the excess. I'll square across the measurements that I've taken. So I'll just square that up. That's my armhole, my waist, and my hip. So I just go ahead to square that across. So the next thing I'm going to be doing now, I'm going to be marking my shoulder. My shoulder is 16, so 16 divided by 2 will give me 8 inches. So I'm going to be marking 8 inches here. Okay, so from this point I'll mark the length of my sleeve. So I'm just going to be using all the fabric remaining there for the length of my sleeve. On the shoulder line, I'll be marking 3.5 inches from my neck width and 3 inches from my neck depth, and I'll connect that with a curve. On the armhole line, I'll be marking my bust measurement divided by 4 plus 1 inch for ease. Then I'll go down to my waistline. I'll mark waist measurement divided by 4. I'll mark that, and I'll add 1 inch for ease. Okay, then to the hip line, hip measurement divided by 4. I'll mark that, and I'll add 1 inch for ease, and I'll connect the points together from the armhole to the waist to the hip. So I'll be moving to the hemline. Okay, so from the hemline, I'm going to be coming up 15 inches for slits. Okay, that will help with movement. Okay, so I'm going to be coming up 15 inches, and on this side I'm going to also be coming up by 15 inches. Okay, so I'm going to be marking on that 15 inches mark. I'll be marking what I have on my hip plus 2 inches, and I will connect it to the hip line. Okay, so just connect it with a straight line to the hip to touch the hip. Okay, it will form like an A-line shape there. So next I'm going to cut off my neckline. All right, just cut off your neckline. Now all the markings that I have on this side of the fabric, I'm going to be transferring it to the other side. Just flip your fabric over like this and transfer all the measurements that you have on the other side to this side as well. So the next step I'll be using my pin to pin the materials together. See, I put my hand at the middle and I'll pin down the fabric together so it won't move, it won't shift when I'm trying to join it on the machine. So just get your needle, put your hand at the middle of the fabric and pin together. Okay, just the way I'm doing. Do for this side and do for the other side as well. So I'll just flip that open. As you can see, I'm going to be stitching from that armhole line down to the hem where I mark 15 inches. Okay, so I'm going to go to my sewing machine and I'll sew that down, and I'll tape this edge. I'll fold it into two and I'll tape it down, and I'll use bias to turn my neckline. Okay, and I also hem the down of my dress. Here now I'm done stitching it down. See the stitches I've taped down here. Okay, I've taped it down. You can see if that place is closed, the armhole area is open. Okay, so my slit is open here. It's going to help with movement. I've taped every place down, and I've also turned the neckline with a bias tape. Okay, so next is just to iron your dress very well, and that is all for this tutorial. If you find this video helpful, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you are yet to subscribe. Hit the notification bell to get notified whenever I drop a new video. Like, share, comment. Okay, thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye for now.